Hello, this is Mike, and welcome to the second episode of Out of the Beast Solo. If you haven't seen the previous episode, there is a link in the video description below. I'll make a summary of the events of the first 3 days. If you haven't played this adventure, you should take into account that there are spoilers ahead. As mentioned in my previous video, I'm playing with my own system instead of 5e. Instead of levels, I'm trying here something similar to the Cypher system. Crits give you 1 point, but you have to pay 1 point for each previous point to add to the stat used to roll. For example, a character has Dex 2 and rolls 1 crit. Now she has 1 point saved for Dex. Next time she rolls a crit, she can use those 2 points to raise her Dex to 3. Since Deep Gnome twins Topsy and Turby are both afflicted with lycanthropy, I will roll on a random number generator for each day left of the month. If I roll a 1, they transform that day. For example, if it is the 16th day, I will roll 1d14, and on a 1 they transform. Brief description of Belkin Veldt from the book. The Drow outpost is located high in a cavern, built 100 feet above the rocky floor. The outpost consists of a series of small caves in the cavern's walls and 4 hanging towers, hollow-out stalactites connected by walkways, stairs, and rope bridges. The towers are concealed by the thick webs of giant spiders stretched below them, so that only the lowermost part of the stalactites are visible from the cavern floor. With the small amount of dim light used in the outpost shielded from the cavern floor below, one may walk the entire length of the cleft without becoming aware of the outpost overhead, hidden in the darkness above the range of torches and lanterns. The giant spiders also serve as guards, dropping down their web strands to prey upon creatures that find their way into the cavern. Similarly, Drow warriors can drop to the cave floor on lines of spider silk to ambush enemies. 3 caves and 2 hanging towers surrounding a platform make up for the main part of the outpost for the Drow warriors. The largest of the hanging towers is reserved for the priestesses and the Shrine of Lolth, while the others is a guard tower opposite to the cave used to hold slaves. North of the slave pen is the den of the outpost Quaggoth servants. Watch posts lie at either end of the outpost, near the northern and southern entrances of the cavern. So, I assume it's really humid there, being near the waterfall and underground. The sound of the waterfall can be heard constantly over the outpost. So, let's start with the actual summary of the game. I'll be counting days from the first PC captured to the last PC captured 10 days after. Day 10 of 10. Topsy and Turby have been prisoners here for 7 days. Luna is the only character from my PCs captured at this time. Luna is a seasoned monster hunter. She's a human, so she can see much in the dark. She comes from a world where there are no other humanoids but humans and halflings. The slave pen is faintly illuminated by fluorescent fungi. The last thing she remembers is exploring subterranean ruins with her friends Nakia and Anastasia. She woke up in the slave pen surrounded by all sorts of humanoids. None of the prisoners have anything but their underwear, no other gear. And all of them are wearing manacles, collars, and iron belts connected by chains. Eldeth the dwarf and Ront the orc are the only ones who can speak common. And yeah, Luna speaks common, because why not? Really, not to make things even more complicated. In retrospect, it would have been more fun for her not to understand anyone, but what's done is done. So Eldeth explained the situation about being prisoners of the Drow and what Drow are. A few minutes later, Stool the Myconid Sprout uses his spores to communicate with Luna. He told her that he was really afraid, and also he told her what he was. What kind of creature. Luna tried to cheer up the sad creature. Day 9 of 10. The next day, Luna, Eldeth, and Sarith Scarit are sent to entertain Ilvara, a priestess of Lolth. the highest in command in the outpost. Outside the pen is completely dark, so Luna can't see anything. Ilvara orders Eldeth and Luna to fight, and Sarith to dance for her. Sarith, being a proud drow, and because he is being affected by a disease caused by a demon lord's spores, he tries to punch Luna instead of following Ilvara's orders. Ilvara didn't like Sarith's course of actions. She thought it was an offense to her authority, so she ordered the guards to seize him. Later that day, she would horribly torture the drow. After that, Ilvara told Eldeth and Luna to fight till one passes out and that the loser will have to clean the latrines. Eldeth, having a good heart and being a proud warrior, felt pity for Luna. Eldeth noticed Luna was completely blind in the dark, so she purposely threw the fight. Luna was well versed in hand-to-hand combat, but still being unable to see was a huge detriment. After exchanging punches and kicks, Luna got to KO Eldeth. Ilvara noticed the dwarf ruse, but she was amused by it and by the thought of taking advantage of the good nature of the dwarf to torture her later. With that in mind, she used her divine magic to cure the dwarf enough to wake her up. Then she ordered Luna to clean the latrines and Eldeth to supervise. That night, all the prisoners stood away from Luna, who smelled really bad. Only Stuld approached and tried to comfort her. Day 8 of 10. Guards shouting woke up Luna. She was horrified to see the mutilated Sarith. She didn't have time to process it, because right away the guards took her, Eldeth, and Ront to Ilvara. Ilvara had a nice share, wine and food for the dwarf. She wanted Eldeth to enjoy the fight, knowing that it will make her suffer. Ilvara ordered Luna and Ront to fight. After exchanging blows, Luna surprised everybody by knocking out Ront. Seeing the dwarf happy because the orc couldn't defeat Luna, Ilvara ordered to bring the Rendil, the Quaggoth slave who says he is an elven prince polymorphed into a Quaggoth. The Rendil didn't want to fight, but he had no options. He easily defeated the blind human. Ilvara was happy to see Eldeth and Luna suffering, but she still had some time to kill, so she ordered Eldeth to fight the Rendil. Eldeth didn't believe the Quaggoth's tale about being an elf. She was currently angry and felt impotent, not being able to do anything against her captors. She had fought Quaggoths before, and putting all she had left, punched the prince straight in the snout, knocking him out in one punch. Ilvara mockingly celebrated the winner and ordered to provide her with good food and a nice bath, knowing that that will only make Eldeth feel worse. Day 7 of 10. The next day, they were tasked with carrying waters in bulky barrels, and even though Luna couldn't see, Eldeth helped to direct her during the day. Ront tried to talk to Luna, but was shot up by a guard hitting him with the back of his crossbow. That night, Ront told her that it was a good fight the day before. She has gained the orc respect. He told her to be wary of the dwarf, and not to trust her because dwarves were treacherous. She told him that she judged people by their actions and nothing else. And that's it for today. The link to my blog where you can find the actual game with all the dice rolls and other explanations is down below. Also the link to the system I'm using. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.